Hey guys, so we all saw last night's episode, the final wrap up of CASA AMOR, and all I could say is, oh, like that's literally the entire reaction to this whole thing. Like, sheesh, this is interesting. So to start, on the girl side, Aaron is the person invited into the house. Was I shocked that she chose Aaron? No, I wasn't. You can see my other videos, I was like, yeah, Calvin is not coming back in the house to be coupled up with Moira. Now, what I was happy to see though is when she picked Aaron, that Calvin came back all right. He came back with Cher. But I was just happy that Calvin didn't come back on his own all giddy with the freckles, like, because I was like, I don't know, Moira already said from the beginning, she was just like, oh, if a guy gives me attention, she's like, and I was like, this guy is giving her a lot of attention, so her head's in the clouds, and I don't think it's thinking too much about you, Calvin, you know? So then when Calvin came with his own, like, all right, well, it's a little less awkward now, because I got somebody too. I was like, all right. Well done, Calvin, well done. What I also will say though, it was kind of funny though, because after they both like came back, they were looking like the Spider-Man meme, like, it was hilarious. But it was funny when it was time to sit down, notice Calvin and Cher, they sat as far away from Moira and Aaron, which was kind of funny to me. Kirsten was making me mad throughout CASA more, but she made me even more mad when she decided to stay single, because I was like, girl, you and I both know, and everybody in this villa and everybody at home knows, that man is not coming back for you. Nothing wrong with you, but he's not that guy. Like, there's some guys that come back for you in that type of way, but Carrington has showed us time and time again, he is not that guy. He showed us in CASA AMOR, he is not that guy at all. So she literally like put herself up and out there like that for no reason. And even how he came out was just so cruel. And I know that's probably production, how they had that whole thing set up, but still, like, it was so cruel. But also, like, it was a savage type of thing I would only expect from Carrington. Like, legit, he came down the stairs and I'm like, oh, wow, I misjudged you. And then he went and I saw a pair of heels click down and I was like, I take that back. You know what I mean? Like, let me get your neck. Let me get the back of your neck. Everybody, I needed everybody's back of their neck. Even my back of the neck needed to just get ringed, because I was like, that was just a complete yeet moment. Like, he yeeted all of America. That was an emotional roller coaster. In 5 seconds, I was taken like aback, and then up, and then ooh, and then damn, and then sheesh. It was a lot of emotions in 5 seconds. Obviously, Caleb came back for Justine. I almost cried. And he came running home. I was like, Caleb. I'm just telling y'all from now, as long as this maintains, they're gonna win the money. They're gonna win the show, period. Especially after Johnny pulled stuff he did. Oh, I think Justine and Caleb are gonna win. Now, Cely was hype when he came back, and I'm like, sis, we knew he was coming back, but he coming back with some stories to tell you. And remember, he said he was gonna be honest with her. And with their whole thing, like in Johnny's speech, and they're playing that sad music, I was like, cut it off. Just cut the music off. Because he was talking, and he's like looking around and saying like, oh, you kept me grounded. And Carrington looked up and was like, and I was like, thank you, Carrington. Carrington had the face of all of America. We were looking like, you do not need to be lying to this girl's face. Like, just say you happy to be back. You don't got to do all this speech, because a lot of what you're saying, your actions showed otherwise. But we gonna let you finish. You could see on the faces of the guys, they're looking like, And it was also pretty sad too when Cely was like, you know, I bet there were such amazing girls over there, but you still keep it. And I was just like, wow, sis, you don't deserve this, because she's just still singing the women's praises, and the women over there like, y'all know y'all girls, and don't say Cely's name, and all that. So I'm just like, baby girl, you don't deserve this at all, sir. You came back home out the gate lying, and then, as we know later on, you withholding truths, which to some degree is synonymous with lying, but maybe that's just me. But when Connor, honestly, I cried a little when Connor came back alone. My little brother's playing Fortnite. Yeah. But when Connor came back alone with the bear. Jason, be quiet. I'm recording a video. Thanks. When Connor came back alone with the bear, I cried. It was so sad. It wasn't like a but it was like a tag, bro. These hoes ain't loyal. I mean, she's not a hoe, but I'm just saying, like, that it was just one of those crap moments. Like with the bear though, the bear, and he was so respectful even in the whole interaction. Maybe I'm petty, but I would have threw that ugly bear on the ground. You dead serious? You serious? I done lost how many opportunities? I done put how many sleepless nights? I done had cut off good conversations and cut off my meal times for this? For you to do this? As I'm out here having therapy sessions when women are throwing booty at me, and I'm literally having therapy sessions talking about you. Like, if he would have went off, I completely would have understood. But he didn't. He kept it classy, and I was like, oh, such a nice guy. And also, now back to Johnny. Maybe I'm a little bitter, but back to Johnny though. I didn't like when it was time for him to explain to Cely what happened. He basically said she kissed me, which I knew he was gonna do. But then he had to be like, okay, but I kissed her back. But to even start the way he did, I was like, okay, so accountability is not on the menu. Then when he talked about the cuddling in bed, he made it seem like she wanted to cuddle, and I was just like, no, sir. No, you is with it. Not only were you with it, not only were you with the cuddles, but also you went under the covers. What you doing under the covers? What you doing under the covers? I know what people do under the covers. What he do under the covers, I don't know. But I'm just like, you ain't have to get under the covers to cuddle. Because I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe my memory doesn't serve me right. But I don't remember seeing him and Cely get under the covers to cuddle. But again, maybe I'm wrong. And he just left out such major points. Like, it was just as if it was a kiss one night and a cuddle one night. No, you left out the whipped cream, getting your nipple licked. You left out you was really kissing back, touching thighs. You left out under the covers. You left out the fact that outside of a game, like when the game was done, you still ran over on the following day. So all this didn't happen on one day. The following day, you still ran over to still pursue and kiss up on Mercedes. Like, I'm just like, you leaving out a lot of stuff. She's so upset already, and I'm like, you're upset and you don't even know the whole story. So to see how she was so upset about that, and like, I just don't want to be a stupid girl. First off, you're not stupid because you don't know, for real. But when she comes out and watches this, if she ever does watch it, and I know people are gonna send her the clips, yo, I think they're done. I do want to take a moment to say, like, dag, Mercedes did a lot and she still didn't make it into the house. I guess in Carrington's whole she got game, I guess the game wasn't that good because that was a lot. She was doing a lot and she still didn't make it in the house, and I'm just like, dang, that sucks. Caleb, shout out to Caleb. I love the point after when he went to have like his sit down with Johnny, and the first thing he said was, so how did you present it? Because that was what we all were saying here, like, so how's he gonna present it? Because he says he's gonna be honest, but like, is he gonna be honest, or is he gonna be, I'm gonna tell you a little something and leave out a lot of the truth? A side note, in the production, I wasn't a fan of how they kept turning my good jams into sad songs. I'm like, don't mess with my psyche like that. Don't do that. Like, they had the song, What is Love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love? Like, and they slowed it down to make it one of the saddest songs. I'm like, you're making me not like it anymore. Caleb overall gave him good advice, and he took it by like kind of giving her space and everything. Johnny. But I am waiting to see if the truth is gonna come out. Like, is Cely gonna find out what really went down before the show's over? I hope so. Just to see how that plays out. Moira and Calvin had a conversation. I'm sorry. This episode, Moira got on my nerves because she was like, I felt disrespected and da-da-da. But I'm like, what is there a conversation to have? He got somebody, you got somebody. It is what it is. And I was hurt that you came out with somebody else. But, girl, you are literally, you legit, with your whole chest, asked Aaron to stay. Like, you cannot be mad at Calvin. Because literally, if he came back single, what was you going to do? And I like the fact that Calvin was serious with it, too. He was just like, you're being confusing, and your actions are not adding up to what you're saying. Which is facts. I thought she was doing too much, and I was like, you cannot play at any point a victim at any of this, because, girl, no. Johnny's whole, I didn't think she'd be so upset. I'm like, sir, you're getting the lightest of the upsetness, because she don't even know. You would be left if she knew, but leave it to him to tell the story. He's the victim. Not even the victim, but he's just this, he did no harm. Now, he didn't do any wrong, but he didn't do much harm, even though he was wilding. Another thing that got on my nerves a little bit, again, was Kirsten. This cost some more. She was getting on my nerves. Because then she spoke with Carrington, and she was just like, and I'd do it again. Like, pick him, even though he's going to come back with another girl again. Just to, I guess, to show the grandest expression of love. Or, like, because I was like, you do that again? Like, girl. And this is something I learned as of this year. Like, and that's terrible. But yes, like, it don't matter what you do. It does not. If somebody likes you, they like you. If somebody wants to be with you, they're going to be with you. Period. Case in point, Connor and Mackenzie. Mackenzie be driving that man crazy. But he still came back because he likes her and he wants to be with her. If it doesn't matter what you, girl, you could chop off your arm and hand it to him and be like, I know you need a hand. Carrington will be like, well, that was really sweet of you. Like, it's great to know that you care. But that does not mean that he's going to care that same way back. Like, if somebody wants to be with you and be around you, they're going to do that. And it's the most, it's a tough pill to swallow. It is a tough pill to swallow, especially when you really want that person. When you really, like, yo, your heart is like, your name is on it. Like, you didn't got a physical tattoo of them, but you might as well have invisible ink on your heart for that person, or they're all you could think about. I promise you, there's nothing you can do. You could become the next Beyonce. There's nothing you can do. You can get the face done, booty done, titty done, everything done, bag on fleet, money bag, everything. It will not matter. And when you grasp that, honestly, things just get easier because you understand, like, all you got to do for the right person is just to be you. Period. But outside of that, she was just making me mad because I'm like, girl, this man does not care. And it's not even fair to you. It's not. Like, side note, the only time I think he'll ever come back in a I care way, and not even necessarily to offer her any real relationship, is if somebody else comes in to pursue her and she stops fully, like, gives up on her pursuing him. He'll come back with a, you know, I still have feelings for you though, like, you know, you still matter to me. But then guess what, if she falls for the trap, he still will not give her a commitment because he doesn't care. And he's like one of those guys. Now you have Jalen eyeing Kirsten. I mean, I didn't see it coming, but I kind of saw I felt like he kind of used Mackenzie to get in. And now what I see he's doing is he's gonna, like, around the ladies, he's gonna kind of show, like, oh, Mackenzie's falling back into her old ways and I can't tolerate that. I'm not Connor. And I think they're gonna fall for it. And then literally he's gonna be able to slide out of the Mackenzie pool so easy with no one looking at him crazy. And everyone's just look at Mackenzie like it's your fault. He gonna make her look like the problem. And the reality of it was, honestly, I saw her point of view to some degree, like, hey, you want more time with him. and he was giving it to someone else, and like the same thing she was worried about, it actually was coming true. So if you're really worried about something, you're like, this don't feel right. Maybe 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 times, your intuition's probably telling you something for real. What Mackenzie better not do is run back to Connor, because even that little conversation she had with him, it was getting on my nerves, because it was like, you're not the victim. You don't need to have your hand held. I don't know. I felt for Connor, and I didn't like the fact that he had to console her, even though he's the one who's really looking like, yo, what the F just happened? Same with Moira. Moira, like, you have a situation in which you decided your fate for yourself, and you running up on Cely while she has legitimate tears to cry about how you're mad that you picked Aaron and you don't like Aaron. Like, you're not making any sense. And if I was Cely, I'm sorry, and I'm in the middle of my tears, my justified tears, I would finish my cry and be like, listen, you gotta talk to somebody else right now, because a girl's breaking down right now and I don't have the emotional capacity for that. I don't know, right now Moira and Mackenzie are just looking like Goofy and Goober. But Jalen, I see Jalen gaslighting this situation. I could see through it. He's playing that friend cards type situation, but like not the real friend, like the friend. We all, ladies, we all know the friend where you be like, I see through this. But like, I just need to let you know if anybody reminds you, because I care about you that much. Like, there's your bros, and then there's the guys who want you to get comfortable, to think you're like the bros, but like, nah, they trying to slide. Jalen is such a slide. He's trying to slide. But yeah, I think I would title this entire thing Karma. A lot of karma is happening, or it's gonna start setting up for karmic energies to come back around, because people were moving funny. And like Monique said, if you engaging in, I don't know, this is my paraphrase, but if you engaging in the clownery, the clown will come back to bite. And that's what's happening and what's about to happen. Because I think this villa is going to open up and the truth will be revealed. So that's all I have to say about this episode. I enjoyed the episode. My emotions was all over the place. I didn't even know what to do. Like, but I kept watching. So yeah, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and to tap my notifications so you can get alerts of when I post videos. I have content that is now posted separate from Love Island. And I want to create more non-Love Island content. So if you can please, because I've been reading, I've been watching. Can you please comment down some things that you want to see me do, or topics that you want to see me talk about? Because I do think you guys like my whole Alana commentary. So what you think, girl? Type of vibe. So just let me know. And yeah, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at simply with 2 Y's _Alana. And I think we are done here. So before I go, you know what I do. I am going to, let's get it, talk to you later. Bye.